Back with Destiny. Today I'm gonna do a video. Many reasons here. Today I'm gonna do a video on how to succeed in Trials of Osiris and give you some Trials of Osiris tips. I have two important tips. One really important tip that could change everything. Really, that most videos don't cover. They don't mention it. First tip is loadouts. You want to make sure you have proper loadouts, such as your classes or your weapons. You want to make sure you have a weapon that you're comfortable with, that you know that you can do good on. You want to have a good Sunsinger, for example. Some good subclasses. If you're a Sunsinger, you want to always go for Firebolt grenades with Viking Funeral and Touch of Flame because of that, of the range on the grenades. The Firebolt grenade can burn a lot on enemies, so that's good. You don't want to have like a solar grenade. You want to have a proper setup in general, including your weapons and everything. Okay, that's tip number one. Tip number two is communicate. Make sure everyone has headsets in your team. Make sure you communicate a lot, because you want to communicate, see what's going on. Communicating is one of the best tips, but there is a tip that I think that's more important. So communicating for tip number two. Tip number three is make sure you have a good strategy. Don't follow the same strategy over and over again, because what the enemy team will do is they'll pick up on what you're about to do. So on heavy round, for example, they know where you're gonna go. They can flank you with their supers. So if something's not going well for you, change the strat. Always change the strat. You don't want to follow the same strat. Make sure everyone's okay with the strat. Yeah. Tip number four is get a spy on their items. What I mean by that, a lot of people do this right when you find a group for trials. Press start, go to your roster, and you can see the other team. You want to make sure you call off like self-resers. If there's a purifier robe, then you call, okay, watch those orbs. Make sure you don't get blinded by those purifier robes or whatever. You know, just make sure you be prepared for all that. Pre-game strat is important. Tip number five is use your supers wisely. Self-res warlocks, blade dancers, gunslingers, strikers, defenders, voidwalkers, all that. You want to use your supers wisely. You want to make sure, for example, you want to make sure if you're a Sunsinger, self-reser, you want to make sure you use that self-res wisely. You want to make sure it's gonna come into value. So, yeah, don't use self-res. Don't use self-res on heavy round, because you're gonna die right away from the rocket. It's gonna kill you right away. So that's tip number whatever, I don't know. And then the most important tip that I think is play with members not better than you, but play with members that are your skill level. That is really important. A lot of people are gonna disagree with me, obviously, because people think that you can get carried easily. But what will happen is, if your two teammates are better than you, you're gonna kind of like bump into each other. I went 9-0 with a team they were kids, they're like me, and they're the same skill level with me. They had close KD as me. Really, trials is more of teamwork, and if your skill levels match. Because if your skill levels match, then you're obviously gonna go in the same track. If your skill levels don't match, one person's gonna go the other way, another person's gonna go the other way. You guys are gonna get mixed up on the tracks. So you guys want to make sure you get paired up with teammates that are your KD. You know what you're doing, and that basically ties into play with your friends. Play with your friends you play, your everyday Destiny friends. If I play with one of my friends that I play in Crucible every day, I might want to pick him up for trials because he knows how you play. He's almost the same skill level as you. So I think the communication, teamwork, and finding teammates that are your skill level are the three most crucial tips for going to Lighthouse. This is my video. If you guys need help with 9-0 trials, just go ahead and message me on Xbox One. My gamer tag is many reasons on the top right. Someone got the Gallahorn. Oh, someone got the Gallahorn. Wow, someone got the Gallahorn, and my brother's playing PS4 Destiny. Someone got the Gallahorn in Crucible Ward. Wow. The Gallahorn. Why don't you record that before the clip? Come on, go ahead, PS4 record. Let's see who got it. No one on your team. Someone. Alright, well that's it, guys. I hope